Hey guys, it's been so long since I have been able to post a video, so I'm so excited to be here. This is just going to be a short hip releasing, psoas releasing stretch video. So let's get started. We're going to first just start in Sukhasana. You're crossing your legs, knees out to the sides, hands on your thighs, close your eyes for a moment. Take a really deep breath in through your nose. Let any stressors of the day go with the exhale. We'll move into Sufi rolls. So with your inhale, draw across right thigh, sweep chest forward, exhale, circle around the back. And as you're moving, link your breath to your movement. Try to get into your hips and your lower back, but also into the rest of your spine, shoulders, and neck. I'm going to encourage you just to close your eyes here and let go while you're moving. Feel the body and breathe into those spots that feel a little tighter. Not feeling rushed. If you want to move slower than I am, you can. If your body feels like it needs to move faster, that's okay too. Next time you come around, just pause at a tall, still spine. Switch your legs and then go in the opposite direction. Notice if you feel something different here. Tune back into your breathing, in and out through your nose, relaxing the muscles in your face. And again, close your eyes if you can. I find this really a good way to unwind the body, to let go of stress or tension physically, but also mentally. If you're holding onto something, try right now with every exhale, just letting it drift further and further away from your body. And slowly come up to a taller, still spine. When you get there, just pause, big breath in, full breath out. Feet together, knees wide. As you're here, sitting up nice and tall, take your right hand, reach over for your left ankle, left hand behind you, just give yourself a little spinal twist. Nice and tall, open twist. Your chin can stay center with your chest, or you can look over back shoulder. This front shoulder, draw it down the back, and switch sides. So again, we don't want to round the spine at all. Sit up nice and tall, rolling that front shoulder down the back shoulder as well. And breathe into releasing your back if it feels tight today. Couple deep breaths. Look over the back shoulder if it's feasible. And release back to center. Give yourself just a fold over your feet. Rock a little side to side. Get the lower back and the hips to open up even more. And I can feel this in my inner thighs as well. Let's come up, scoop the knees in. We'll come onto hands and knees for a few rounds of cat-cow. Spread your fingers wide. Tuck your toes to help stretch your feet out today. With your in-breath, melt your heart, gaze forward, throat opens. Exhale, round your spine, press into your hands, release your neck. 5 more. Inhale, melting heart. And exhale, round. Inhale, melting heart. Round, exhale. Inhale. Round, exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Round, exhale. 1 more time. And round. Neutral spine, toes are still tucked, hips go up and back for down dog. Pedal the legs out, bend one knee and then the next. My ankles are cracking a little bit, so that's really a normal thing if that happens to you. Wag your hips a little bit side to side. Help again loosen up the lower back and the hips. And let's reach our right leg up, circle the right knee around a couple times. Go in the opposite direction. And then stretch the right toes to the sky, come up high onto to the tippy left toes. Step the right foot outside of your right hand. You're gonna kind of come up onto your fingertips for a moment, and we'll do a couple cat-cows here. So melt your heart gaze forward, and your whole torso is inside of your thigh. Exhale, round your spine, strengthen the back leg. Inhale, melt your heart gaze forward. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale, and exhale. Find neutral in your spine, lower the back knee down. You can pad the knee if you need to. Flatten the palms down if you're up on your fingers, and rock a little bit side to side with your hips. You're in charge of your body. You know what is too much. If this is too deep of a stretch, you can come up on blocks or bring the back knee in a little closer. Let's lean over into our left hand, turn your right toes to the right, place your right hand up on top of your right thigh or your knee, and roll that right shoulder down the back. Take the bottom shoulder and roll it back as well, kind of like our seated twist. Go ahead and hang your head, release neck tension. And most importantly, breathe. I always forget to breathe when I'm doing this. Good, come on back down through center. Come to forms. If it feels good, let the neck relax. Take a couple breaths here. Walk back up onto our hands, walking the right foot in a little bit. Shift back for Ardha Hanuman. Flex through your front right foot. Toes are spread wide, flat back, and fold. And that gives the hips a little release. The lower back will open with the stretch of your right hamstring. The longer you stretch your heart forward, the more intense you'll make it. Back of your leg. You go into one last stretch on this side, so rebend your front knee. Again, if you need padding in the back knee, take it. Call your hands up onto the front thigh. Square your hips off here. I'm tight, so I'm not going to go super deep, right? You don't need to go all the way into that stretch. So squaring the hips off, make a fist with your left hand, punch the sky with that fist, and then cross the arm over the front of your body just a little bit. Pull the lower belly muscles in and lengthen down through your tailbone. The more you kind of push through that left arm, the more intense you'll feel the stretch in the front of your left hip, through your psoas. Maybe even you'll feel release in your lower back. Keep your eyes steady so you don't fall out of this pose. And release back to center, hands down. Let's step back to down dog. Notice how the two sides feel here. And I just take a moment. Let's reach left leg to the sky. Circle the left knee around a few times. Should feel like a good release after what we just did. And then kick left toes to the sky. Come up high to the ball of your right foot. Step your left foot outside of your left hand. You can rise up onto your fingertips or blocks if you like. Stay in that lunge. You're inside of the thigh, so you have a lot of space here for your back and belly. Inhale, melt your heart, gaze forward. And exhale, round your spine. Strengthen your back leg a lot. Inhale, melting heart. And exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. And round. Good. Find neutral in your spine. Lowering the back knee down. Flattening the hands a little bit, and try just kind of moving within the pose. I like to kind of sway my hips, move them around. Sometimes you find a good stretch. You know, that aha moment, there it is. If you find that there it is moment, just pause in your stillness. We'll turn the left toes out a little bit, lean into your right hand, the left hand up on your left knee. Roll both shoulders down the back. Find your way into your twist and release your head so your neck releases as well. Release both hands down to the ground. Come down to hands, or if you can, onto your forearms for a couple breaths in lizard. Take the tension out of your neck, your shoulders, your hands, your face, your jaw. Deepen your breath. The breath is key here. If you stop breathing, your cells will kind of stiffen up. So allow yourself to melt into the body, to breathe into it. Let's crawl back up onto our hands. Wiggle the left foot in so you can come up on blocks if you need, or to Hanuman. Straighten out the front leg, flex the ankle. Stretch your chest forward and fold over your front shin. Spread the toes on that front flexing left foot. That should intensify things for you. Breathe into creating space in the legs and the lower back. Just like all of our poses, if this is really tight and tense, you can bend your front knee a little bit, but don't take the tension into your neck, your shoulders, or your hands. And I always clench my jaw when I'm really trying something. So if you're doing that, undo that clenching. All right, last stretch in this sequence. So we rebend the front knee, pad the back knee if you need. Crawl your hands up onto your front left thigh. Square the hips, kind of find your good spot where you feel comfortable here, right? So we don't want to sag all the way in, and we also don't want to be on that back kneecap. That feels awful, right? So be somewhere forward with your energy. Keep your left hand on your thigh, take a fist with your right hand, reach your arm up, cross that hand kind of across like you're making a little patch over your right eye with your arm, and push your knuckles to the sky. Pull the belly in, tailbone is reaching down energetically, front hip points lifting up, and I can feel this definitely stretching in my groin, psoas, side body, lower back. Breathe into what you're experiencing. Deep breath in. Gotta unwind your hands to the ground. Step all the way back into down dog. Let your knees rest down. Hips towards heels, child's pose. Allow yourself to relax the body. Take 5 full breaths. Let's take one more stretch here. Come up onto your knees. Again, if you have tender knees, you'll want to pad your knees for this next one. I'm not going to go take you into an intense camel, just a really light one. So toes tuck under for support. Fingers face up. Place your hands to your lower back. Their hands are not going to leave the lower back today. We're going to draw the tailbone down and lift the front hip points up just to lengthen this front body a little bit more. Roll your shoulders down the back. Lift your chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. You can keep your gaze forward and neutral, or drop your head back. Try not to let your booty come back, so take a couple breaths. No need to reach back. Feel the front body open up. 2 more full deep breaths. Lead with your heart. Lift up, 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 up. Sit back towards your feet. Take your hands in your lap. One hand on the other, thumbs touch. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Hands to heart. That's all I have for you today. Happy to practice with you. Namaste.